here's my favorite lower body exercises before pickleball to increase performance and decrease injury. All right, so since we're gonna be moving a lot in pickleball, we wanna get a dynamic warm-up stretch in, cover the main muscle groups of the lower body. So we'll start with a walking hamstring stretch, kind of scoop down and walk just about 10 yards, maybe the length of half the court. If you have any balance deficits, feel free to do it against the fence as you're walking along because we want to keep it dynamic. Next, we'll work on the quads. So it opens up, this stretch opens up the quads and the hip flexors at the same time. So kind of reach in here. And again, we want to keep it dynamic, so we'll be walking as we do it. Again, if you have any balance deficits with this one, you can feel free to do it against the fence at the pickleball court. You just kind of emphasize one side at a time and then turn around and do the other side. All right, this next one kind of gets the glutes and the hip flexors in, just kind of squeezing up and pausing. Again, you want to keep walking as you do it because we're trying to warm up the tissue to kind of prevent injury here. Again, balance deficits, you can do this one against the wall, kind of just biasing one side at a time and then turning around and doing the other side. All right, next we want to open up the piriformis, the muscles in the back of your hip. So we'll go here, sink down deep to where you feel a stretch. Again, stay walking as you do it. You can take a couple steps in between. And if we have any balance deficits or just don't feel comfortable doing this one, feel free to go up against the fence on the pickleball court. Just grabbing on something to hold and just sinking deep into that stretch. All right, this next one is kind of getting us warmed up for more dynamic movements as we're shuffling across the court, doing side-to-side motion and kind of crossing our feet over each other. So you'll start in kind of a marching position, cross the front leg over the back, and then go behind. So you're alternating front and back. And you'll just go about 10 yards, and then we'll switch and cross back over the other way. All right, so the speed at which I'm doing this is okay, but you can increase the speed if you feel capable of doing that. All right, next we're gonna do some skips to warm up to start doing some fast twitch stuff and work on a little power development. So we'll start just going forwards, get the calves moving, and emphasize a high knee drive. Then you can go backwards, go sideways, both to the right and back to the left. All right, this next exercise is gonna get you warmed up for standing at the kitchen, doing some net work. So start in place, we'll just do double leg hopping, go for about 30 reps, and then you can go side to side 30 times, and forwards and backwards. If you have any orthopedic issues involved with doing the double leg hopping, you can always do more of a dynamic stepping in and out, and then forwards and backwards. Right, those are my favorite lower body warm-up exercises to prep for explosiveness at the net and to decrease risk of injury.